Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3, going through the Dark Urge playthrough, and actually just starting out in the Zentrum hideout. Going to free, what is this guy's name? Oscar Fevris. I believe we need to speak with Brem. So let's get going on that. Oh, no, guess not. He just wants to trade.
You don't want to keep Zareth.
Yeah, interesting. Well, let's see here. I guess maybe we need to speak with Oscar first. I know Brem initially had said something about if we wanted a painting done or whatever.
You, the way you handled Zareth, you need to buy me.
All right, let's see here. Buy you? I'm just here to have my portrait painted.
Oh, forgive me. She will be most grateful to...
All right, who's your patron?
Have you spoken to Bren? He'll let me go free? Of
All
course.
right, not yet. Working on it. All right, yeah, I guess we do need to speak with them.
Something I can help you with?
I wanted my portrait done. All right, I'm here to buy your prisoner.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to go with the barbarian intimidation route here. That sounds kind of fun. Lower the price or die. Oh, man, that's brutal. That probably wasn't the right one to go with here. Yeah, I'll give this a couple more shots, and then I might have to go with the persuasion option instead. Oh, got it. Okay, never mind.
All right, mate, all right.
All right, so there you got Will and Karlak approving of that.
Go on, then.
All right, so we'll pay him the 6 hundo. I'm probably just going to steal that back, and then we're going to speak with Oscar here.
Well, you should at least know what you've paid for.
All right, let's see here. Oh, my slave does not speak until they're selected. Okay, we're not doing that. All right, let's see. I've never heard of you.
You recall a recent scandal.
You're Lady Janeth's runaway groom. Truly horrifying dilemma. And I can spare a little. This will get you a little bit of extra approval, again with Will and Karlak, so same 2 characters. There's a couple of people, though, that you do not want to take with you. Namely Asterion, Lae'zel, and Shadowheart. All 3 of them will actually have some sort of disapproval through that conversation, so definitely don't do that. But that said, now I am going to have to grab Asterion, bring him back into the party, and steal my money back from this, I guess, just slaver, right? He's just a slaver, basically. But yeah, and then I think I'm pretty much done in here, and so I think the next step will be to wipe them all out. Probably just going to go with the, just knocking them out. I don't know that it, matters one way or the other if you just straight up kill them, but my understanding is that there might be some of them that'll pop up later on in the story.
Favorite traveling companion.
Although maybe not. No. Now that I think about it, I don't actually think so. What is it? Rugen. I thought maybe it was him, but it's not. I think after the initial, basically after saving them from the gnolls, he technically does pop back up, right? But in the hideout. And since we've already pretty much done everything that we needed in the hideout, I don't believe they're going to show up anymore. So
I do enjoy our conversations.
I need you to remain at the camp.
I'll be here.
I'm going to grab Shadowheart. She's kind of going to be my 4th here for the slaughter.
I was hoping you'd come to chat.
All right, join me. We'll go back. I probably don't need to even steal from him because I'm just going to smoke him. Oh, that's right. Everybody's feeling sick. It's funny. I know this is kind of random, but and I can't really see because the map is all messed up. But outside of Auntie Ethel's, there's a well, and if you drink from the well, you get temporary hit points. But once you've engaged in battle with her, it turns into a debuff. which is a little annoying, but whatever. All right, let's
Careful, I bite.
let's steal here.
Go. On tippy toes.
Oh, he doesn't like that now. Yeah, he spotted me while I was trying to sneak, and so now he's watching me. All right, I'm gonna steal, and then once I engage these guys in battle, I will. I'll pick up the food. Okay, so stole all of my cash back from the fellow down below, and just about to knock out everybody here in the Zentrum hideout. We're gonna start off up at the top with Xeris. Just kind of seems like that's the best plan. Oh, did I just get away with that? Probably, huh? Yeah, since nobody saw that. All right. Next up
Really?
is going to be this guy, I guess. Just drop into turn-based mode. Oops. Nope. That was a bad idea.
The softest.
Another one down. All right. Then the brothers. You know, I guess I probably don't really need to put this in here, huh? There isn't going to be anything real complicated about this. If we get into a fight with these guys, it's not going to matter because we're just knocking everybody out anyway. But I guess just generally keep in mind that that's going to be a way to get, again, yeah, obviously some more experience is going to be either killing or knocking everybody out here. There's also a bunch of wolves and some other NPCs. I think they're to the north. Yeah, they're up in here. So again, I guess just keep in mind that in order to get some more experience, you're going to have to wipe all these guys out. Okay, so I did take out all the Zentrum in the hideout. And I just wanted to show this next part here. Basically, I'm just to the west of the Underdark Myconid Colony waypoint. And I'm going to be solving the Find the Mushroom Picker. Every other time I've done this, apparently I haven't done it quite correctly. Excuse me. So this time I am. So let's head on up here. I'm going to break the party just because I don't want any issues with people running across. You have to be really careful about this. Basically, Balin is stuck back there. And it'll start a conversation. There we go. Once we get close enough. Alright, it's quite the predicament you've landed yourself in. Hold tight, I'll find your bag. And Will and Karlak will approve. Also, you definitely want to be taking both of those for sure. Gale isn't needed, and I didn't notice anybody else getting any approval from these conversations, so keep that in mind. But definitely want to bring Will at the very least, because he has a inspiration event for this. I also casted Longstrider from Gale. I don't know if that's going to help me out, but we'll just see here. But anyways, alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go into turn-based mode. And I'm going to run right through the mushrooms here. And I'm actually going to jump here at the end too, because I want to make sure that I'm getting out of range here. And then we'll just end the turn. I'm going to exit turn-based mode. Looks like we're good. And then I'm going to grab the torch here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. Alright. The most important thing here is to grab the torch. Because if you don't, all of this bibberbang is going to explode. And it's not going to be fun, so... Now I just need this stuff to kind of die down. There also is a bag in here. Yeah, right here. Balin's pack. There we go, finally. Balin's pack is here. And if you don't go for the... Well, what I should have done is gone back into turn-based mode, grab the torch, and then run back. And then, you know, everything wouldn't have been all crazy. But but I did, so oh well. Anyways, I just completely forgot actually to finish my thoughts on Balin's pack. Balin's pack actually does have some scrolls of Misty Step in it, and what you can do then is just grab the scrolls out of there and then run back to a safe spot real quick, and then throw him a scroll of Misty Step, and then he'll just basically use Misty Step from here, or wherever he was at, to the safe spot. And then that'll avoid things blowing up as well. But, once you've grabbed the torch, you can kind of do whatever you want here, aside from just, like, don't blow it all up, right? Like, don't hit a bunch of these shrooms and then light them on fire, because that will destroy the noble stock in the back. So, kind of once you've done that, you're good to go. I did notice that there's a hidden chest. There's nothing important in here, though. But if you want to, grab that, it's better, in my opinion, to clear out all of the bibberbang in the area, and then you can dig it up. Again, nothing really important inside there, though, so if you don't want to do that, definitely don't do it. It's not going to be important. And then in the back corner here, there's some Loth's Candle. You can see there, it unlocked an alchemy recipe for me. Probably something that I'll never end up making, but whatever. Alright, so that is it for the items back here. At this point, we'll just speak with Balin here, and that should get us...
Right, as...
let's see, what are you doing down here?
Ta.
And then there he gives you a scroll of invisibility, which I guess is kind of nice. If you don't throw him a scroll of Misty Step, you get to keep both of them. And basically he just pushes, as the mushrooms are exploding, it pushes him back this way anyway. At least on, Explorer, he's fine. I'm not sure if, like, he'll die on Tactician or anything like that. Maybe he might. So I guess just be careful with that. And then I did get the inspiration for Will there. So I don't remember what that one was called, and I was talking, so I didn't see it. A Lethal Endeavor. So it says escort Balin out of the field of Bibberbanks, which is kind of funny. We didn't really escort him. We kind of just scared him out. But at this point, I'm going to go back to the Myconid colony, and I'm going to finish this quest. I'm actually going to have to explore the different dialogue options just to see what we can get out of the conversation, because we're going to be... we've got the noble stock now. I do vaguely remember... What's her name here? What is her name? Dareth. Giving us a reward, though. So let's do that first.
Look at that. Got my use. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole.
It's a miracle he survived.
A job to do. We can leave when
Seems like there's no love lost between the two of you.
Good he ever did by me.
Alright, and then let's leave. Yeah, there it is. So here is the reward, the Gloves of the Uninhibited Kushigo, where it deals an additional 1 to 4 damage with throw attacks and attacks made with improvised weapons. So, very good if you're a barbarian and going the tavern brawler route, with the improvised weapons. Especially, using enraging throws is really great for that. So, that is that. I'm going to have to explore the, handing over the noble stock. So that'll be next. Alright, so there's actually 3 different ways, 3 different things that you can do with the noble stock. One of them is to give it to Shadowheart. One of it is to consume it with the Dark Urge, or the last is to give it to Dareth. I think I'm actually just going to give it to Dareth. Giving it to Shadowheart apparently opens up a quest. That something about a familiar face or something like that, and then you can, I guess, meet up with another character who knows her later on in the game. I don't think I'm gonna go that route, just because I'm kind of wondering if we can get that anyway by giving it to Dareth. Dareth is actually going to be able to give us well, not give us, but she'll have 3 noble stocks available in her shop if you give this one to her. But that's in Act 3. I'm not sure if that's too late then to use the noble stock on Shadowheart or not, but I'm going to roll those dice and just give that to her.
Come across a noble stock mushroom about. You
I'm
give it
going to
here.
show her the noble stock.
Go on then. Hand it over.
What'll you
Sell
do with it?
What else? Worth more than its weight in gold to folk back in Baulder.
Alright, we're going to give it to her. Karlak approves. Alright, well, that means I also need to do some, oh, a noble endeavor. Okay, so I didn't even know about this inspiration. Yeah, okay, well, so that definitely seems like probably the best way to deal with the noble stock then. Although, I don't know, so the other two aren't getting any inspiration, and normally somebody like Gale or Will would get, I'm sorry, not inspiration, but approval from an action like that, right? Because we're kind of being selfless. So that's a little weird that it was only Karlak getting it. I can't imagine that anybody else is, but I am going to try that out. At the very least, maybe Shadowheart may get some as well. It definitely doesn't seem like Asterion or Lae'zel would get any sort of approval out of that, so probably won't even bother trying to get any with those. Okay, so I just did a little bit of a little bit of reading regarding the noble stock and Shadowheart. Also, I did try a couple of the different characters here when I handed over the noble stock, and I didn't get any approval from anybody else. So it does look like it's only Karlak that's going to get any sort of approval out of giving that to Dareth. Now, my understanding is there are some bugs revolving around Shadowheart and the noble stock, and potentially giving it to her later on in the game. So if you're really interested in Shadowheart's backstory and all of that, I would definitely say, give it to her now and don't give it to Dareth. I want the maximum experience here, so I actually just gave it to her. Gave it to Dareth to get that inspiration for Karlak. Now, I don't know if giving it to Shadowheart results in any additional experience or not. I can't say for sure, but it does seem like this route is kind of the safest to go. It doesn't seem like you can give... So later on, and it may be if I'm remembering correctly here, Act 3, that Dareth opens up her store, and she will have noble stock for sale. Now, apparently those ones that you can buy there don't trigger Shadowheart's memory, and so by then, I guess, it sounds like anyway, it's too late. And so if you really want to get that additional backstory for Shadowheart, I would just say, have her consume the noble stock right now. You'll have to you'll have to do a conversation check in order to do that, though. So keep that in mind. Okay, next up is actually, I just wanted to go and grab Sovereign Glut. Sovereign Glut is a Myconid here in the colony that is a little creepy, but he is a useful ally. So let's make up the kind of treasured memories you expect the sane to feel. That is awesome. Let's go with the wood elf option here. Oh, interesting. I guess he doesn't have I can't recruit him quite yet. I probably need to speak with the other sovereign first to get a different quest. At least that's my assumption here. I know at some point you can kind of you can haul him around with you, and it's great. He's a really useful ally to have with you while you're in the Underdark. You won't be able to take him anywhere else, but as long as you stay here, you will be able to bring him around with you, and he can resurrect things, which is crazy. So definitely going to be doing that. I just have to figure out what I need to do. I think I just need to accept one of these other quests to do that. So I'm gonna. Okay, so next up is the gnome Thula. I think she's a gnome anyway. She's right here, up next to the Sovereign. Basically, there's a couple of different ways to heal her. And most of these dialogue options don't really matter. And like passing this medicine check doesn't really matter either. I guess it can give you a little hint as to how to cure her, but it doesn't really, or it's not really necessary. I've never tried the Elixir of Sylvanas, but I am going to just give her an antitoxin. Let's see here. You're in a bad way. I could end your suffering if you want. That's pretty brutal. Not going to try that. There's an investigation option here too. She's helpless. Check if she has anything worth taking. I'm guessing maybe you could get a little bit of approval, possibly out of like a Starion for something like that, but I'm not going to go that route. Also, I've got Karlak and Will with me, and both of those two are going to have some approval for this. So we'll just give her the antitoxin. There is the approval message. Now, you can say, how could I pass by? You were in pain. And then take it easy and tell me what I can do. Will lead to this dialogue option here. She's really cagey about what they were doing. And you can also say, what was this expedition your clan were on? Now, there's an insight check here that's not necessary. Or it doesn't matter. Or rather, it just doesn't lead anywhere. I'm not sure if this will... We'll just see if this triggers. I mean, it'll trigger, just... looks like I failed. Yeah. It's weird. The check, it looked like, didn't even happen. I'm not sure. So, sometimes I've noticed that happening, and you may just need to reload your game if you want to try that. But it doesn't lead anywhere. Basically, it gives you one more option that basically just shows that... Or basically, you notice that she's lying. And then you get a... I don't know if it's a deception check or if it's a persuasion check. But that'll be like the top option, and then you can try to get her to explain what they were doing. But she doesn't really do that, so there's no real benefit to doing that. So don't worry if you fail that insight check. It's really weird. It didn't even pop up on my screen in the left-hand corner there, so not really sure what happened there. But you know, usual, typical Baldur's Gate 3 bug stuff. So all right, I'll free your people if I can. And then she will give us, I believe, some boots here. Or not? What's going on? There they are, finally. Jeez. I don't know why this, why it's so slow sometimes. Anyways, that's not the boots. Where are the boots at? Here they are. Boots of speed. It's like click heals there. Not sure exactly. Click heals. Click the heels of your boots to gain speed and freedom of movement. And it looks like that can be used as a bonus action. So I might try these out. I don't really know though if I'll use them or not. It is nice though. Yeah, it looks like as a bonus action. That seems pretty cool. So maybe a good way to get around the battlefield a little bit better. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna keep. We'll see. I mean, these will be most likely useful on somebody, at least for a time. Maybe even Karlak. Actually, I don't think I've got boots on... Yeah, I don't have boots on Karlak, so I'm going to throw them on her. But yeah, anyways, that is it for that little part. I think I'm going to speak with the Sovereign here next and get one of these other quests going. Okay, next up, I'm going to start the initial conversation here with Sovereign Spa. There we go. He's hard to target. Oh, I know for sure Will is going to get some approval out of here. Let's see, why did these dwarves attack? Harbor a fugitive noble, or what was that? A fugitive gnome. Also, let's go with, sure, I can handle those dwarves nearby. Yeah, it looks like only Will is getting any approval out of that. I brought everybody to this conversation. Even oddly, Karlak wasn't getting any approval from that, which was, again, seems really weird. See, the spore magic is repulsive. You die by my hand. You definitely don't want to go that. These spores hold so much power. How might I gain this knowledge? And then he just answers that you can't. Sad, but it is what it is. And then there, I guess we get a haste spore grenade. I'm not sure what that does anymore. My inventory is all messed up. Let's sort by latest. There we go. Explosive in a cloud of invigorating energy, and that hastens creatures within. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess it's gonna kind of what it seems like it would be, right? A haste grenade. But yeah, that is it for that conversation. I think my next step is going to be taking care of the Dwergar. I just don't know. Sovereign Glut is around here somewhere, and I think we might be able to bring him with now. I just don't know if I want to do that. He basically will want to start a fight with you, but I just don't know if I want to do that quite yet. There's another quest from Spa. Oh wait, hang on. Is that? I might have the wrong quest here. Which one did he give us? Underdark here. Yeah, it is. It is defeat the intruders. And then there's save the Grim Forge Gnomes. Adamantine Forge. Yeah, I think we have to do the first one, and then when you go back to Spa, he's going to send you out again to kill a drow. I just don't know if... I have to look up whether or not you can kind of basically skip talking to Glut before or after, I guess I should say, you kill the gnome. So I'll get that, or the dwarves. I'll get that figured out, and I'll just have to decide what the best path of action is for completing this Underdark stuff. I just basically what I want to do is, I know there's an inspiration for kind of starting a war between Glut, or at least a fight between Glut and Spa. And I'm just not sure how I want that to play out quite yet to get kind of, maximum experience. I definitely want to finish the other quests, though, and get the rewards from Spa before, making them all hostile. So I'll just figure out exactly how I want that all to play out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so next up is actually, I am going to kind of recruit Sovereign Glut to join us for the time being. He's pretty wild. He's able to resurrect dead enemies, and they will then fight with you. So let's just do that. And that actually starts Avenge Glut's circle. And then the next thing I'm going to do here is actually just teleport over here to the Scissor Tree waypoint, and let's resurrect some stuff. I'm not sure if we can have more than one kind of like undead ally kind of thing, but we're gonna find out. I'm just gonna save my game here. Alright, let's do... Oh, it has to be a monstrosity. I don't know if this counts. Yup, it counts. Alright, so there's a hook horror joining us. I like how they're all covered with like fungus afterwards too. That always looks kind of cool. So apparently it works on the hook horrors. And I know it works on the boulette as well. I'm just not sure if it's going to work. Oh, it has to be dead. I didn't kill it. Oh, what? Why am I over here still? What's going on? Good old auto-follow. Being kind of crap. Alright, so let's go over here. We'll finish off this boulette. I already, I took him out a little bit earlier. Is there some more? What was that? There we go. Junk. Yeah, junk. Alright, switch over to Glut one more time here. Oh, yeah, you can get a bunch of... Oh, no, it did die. It killed the other one. Okay, so you can't have more than one at a time. It's kind of what I was afraid of, but that's all right. The bullet is kind of nuts. I mean, you can see here it's got 87 health, and this is on Explorer, so well, I'm not sure how that changes on Tactician. He might have actually less, but also possibly more. It's always hard to say. Also, if you want, oh, there's a dirt mound here that I gotta grab. If you interact with this tombstone back here, you can actually dig up. I think it's a dog collar. I don't think it's important. You can use it in the bark skin. You can use it in the mage tower, but yeah, as far as I could tell, it wasn't really all that important. Yeah, that's gonna be it for there. The next stop is going to be taking on the Dorgar. So I'm probably just gonna teleport back. I guess it's kind of the same distance if I just run. Yeah, let's head on over there. Also, there's a bunch of Susar blooms growing on the trees. If I'm remembering correctly, those will actually grow back, but they'll lose all their power if you leave the Underdark. As well as actually Glut will leave if you leave the Underdark as well. So generally, if you're going to be traveling down here, you don't really want to be going back and forth between the surface and the Underdark. You kind of just want to finish your business here. Yeah, at least until you get a couple of the things done. The Susar bark or the Susar blooms are usable in the or near the Mage Tower, and we'll definitely be doing that. It probably won't be this. Yeah, it's not going to be this video because this one's getting pretty close to the end. Maybe the next one. But yeah, anyways, just again, don't leave once you grab those. It probably doesn't matter that much though, to be completely honest, because I think they grow back. Yeah, kind of just, I guess, keep that in mind. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go do the Dorgar stuff. Also, I should have pointed out here. Am I in the right spot? No. That's annoying. Over here on the map, if you can see that, there was a body on the ground, and I don't remember if it was a gnome or a Dorgar, but it did have this short sword of First Blood. I always really like this thing. Why is that not showing the right stats? There we go. And it says there, deals an additional 1 to 8 piercing damage to targets that still have all their hit points. It's great for ambushing stuff. Maybe that's obvious, right? Because it's probably going to have full health, and so when you ambush it, you'll get a bigger chunk out of it, and especially if it crits, right? So you can really do some pretty devastating damage with that thing. I actually really wish that I would have got that weapon a lot sooner, but I just kind of forgot about it, and then fucking forgot about, well, not necessarily forgot about, but forgot about where it was exactly, and so it took me a while to find it again. But anyways, I think I actually am going to end this one here because we've got some fights coming up, and I'm kind of running out of time, so I'm going to call it here. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.